Hello, Aniviewers, and welcome to Aniview's Valentine's Day special. And what better way to celebrate Valentine's Day than by taking the object of your love and desire and putting them into a parallel world? Yes, I am reviewing Tenchi Muyo Forever, also known as Tenchi Muyo in Love 2 in Japan. This is the third Tenchi Muyo film, and also it is the conclusion to the Tenchi universe story arc. Now, I'm not going to go into detail or any backstories or complete details of characters in this review, mainly because that there is so much source material in terms of the OVAs and the two TV series and the films and the spin-offs that it's going to be almost impossible for me to actually put all of that into this review, or at the very least the whole stuff with the universe into this review. It helps if you are a fan of Tenchi Muyo or have seen Tenchi Universe. I apologize if you don't fully understand it, but I'm going to try to explain this film as best as I can for newcomers and existing fans of the series. Now, the main premise of Tenchi Forever is that the main character in the whole of the Tenchi Muyo universe is Tenchi Masaki, the main character who is the object of desire and love for the two girls, Ryoko and Ayeka, has disappeared. It has been 6 months and nobody knows where he is. And now it's up to the two rivals of the entire Tenchi Muyo anything, Ryoko and Ayeka, who have been very much well known for their bickering and rivalry and catfights over Tenchi's affection, must now work together in order to find Tenchi. Now, for a quick summary of the characters, Tenchi Masaki is pretty much a young lad. He is actually a very respectable, very hard-working person. He is an absolute gentleman. He is a very kind person and always tries to find the best in people and always try to help people as much as he can. And that has been evident in anything you watch Tenchi Muyo related, whether that be the OVAs, the TV series, and the films. Just a hard-working and great individual. He's a very nice character, and he's just a brilliant lad. You know, it's really great to see a character in a harem anime who isn't a pervert. I mean, he isn't like that. He doesn't sort of run after the girls or the girls hate him. No, people like him because of his personality. He's a very nice character. He's very lovable, and there's a reason why people like him so much. Is because he is a genuinely nice person. It's great to see that. Now, the two female love interests and the two main love interests, and very much the two bickering rivals in Tenchi Muyo everything, basically, Ryoko and Ayeka. Now, Ryoko is the blue-haired space pirate who always tries to go after Tenchi. She's very much carefree, she's a slacker, she's a drunkard, she likes to eat a lot, but she's a very tough and strong character. She's always ready to fight by the side of her friends and for Tenchi as well, and she's always trying to go after Tenchi's affection. Same with Ayeka, but the difference is Ayeka is a princess from a planet called Jirai. She's very sort of conservative, she's very humble, she's not as open and carefree as Ryoko is. They're pretty much exact opposites. You know, she has manners, she has all these sort of mannerisms, but she is very loud and a very angry person towards Ryoko. In fact, their bickering and rivalry is one of the staples of the Tenchi Muyo series. They always fight for his affection, and they always sort of show their true colours to each other. They're just so angry and aggressive towards each other. A lot of times Ayeka to everyone else is very humble, she's very nice, she's very conservative, you know, she keeps quiet. She doesn't keep quiet, she's a very nice person, but towards Ryoko she can be very tough and aggressive against her just because she tries to go after Tenchi. It's that rivalry which has been the sort of focal point and one of the main aspects of Tenchi series. Now, in Tenchi Forever, they asked the question, what would happen if we take Tenchi away? Because the girls in this show, the main two particularly, Ryoko and Ayeka, built their lives around Tenchi. He was the source of their life. He was the light in their life that they built themselves around. And with him gone, they don't know what to do. They're completely lost without him. He's their friend. He's someone they love, whether it be romantically or just as a friend or as a human being. They love him, and now he's gone, and they don't know what to do. And it's kind of hard and sad to see what's going on. In the whole Tenchi Muyo universe TV show, the house is lively with action, so much different stuff's going on because all these characters, all these personalities are all together and happy because of Tenchi. And then when Tenchi's gone, it becomes so quiet and so lifeless in a way. With Tenchi there in the series, there's so much the comedic value to it all, so much comedy, so much action, so much drama. But here, they sort of ask that question of what happens when you take that away. This anime is not comedic, it's not action packed, it is very much a drama and pretty much a character study of Ryoko and Ayeka. Tenchi is in this film, but he is not the main character or even the main aspect of this film. The main aspect of this film is the dynamic between Ryoko and Ayeka and how they struggle and try to keep going to find Tenchi. There's a lot of doubt in their mind. They don't know whether or not they're going to find him. Ayeka in particular, she isn't as strong as Ryoko. Ryoko is very tough. She's a space pirate, so she knows the meaning of being tough. Ayeka doesn't know what to do. At points, they do break down and they're like, we cannot save him. What are we going to do? But Ryoko is there to comfort her and say, you know what? We have to keep going. We have to keep trying. And it's actually really interesting to see the dynamic between Ayeka and Ryoko, because these two characters who have been rivals for so long are now friends, are now allies in order to find the person they love, which is Tenchi. And it's actually interesting to see that. We've seen a complete 180 in terms of their character. What we've known for so long in the OVAs, in the TV series, in the last two films, they have been rivals. They've always been at each other's throats. But here, they are now friends in a way. And it's kind of like it's all become full circle, where they've been rivals for so long that now they respect each other and are trying to... Tenchi Forever is a great film and it's a great drama. It's very slow. There is a lot of times where this film is actually very quiet and it works so well. You know, it doesn't have to say a lot. Just some of those moments, those quiet moments, can actually say a lot. And it really does show the dynamic difference between this movie and the Tenchi Universe TV series, where that series and anything Tenchi Muyo related has always been so over the top and so comedic and so heartfelt. Now put into this moment where it's almost lifeless because of the fact that he is now gone. The actual object which kept them all together is gone. We see that everything has slowed down to almost a halt. They don't know what to do, and it's actually kind of painful to watch when we see that these two are trying so hard to get him back. Tenchi is in this film. He's actually been taken to a parallel universe with another woman. This woman brought Tenchi into this pocket universe so that she could be with him. The woman's name is Haruna, and we see Tenchi, and he's almost content. He's with this woman. He doesn't know why. He's almost brainwashed, but he's in love with Haruna, and he's just sort of living out his life. And at the beginning, we see that he's actually, happy with her, and so is she. I think that was kind of nice to see, but it's also part of me like, no, you shouldn't be here, Tenchi. You should be with Ryoko. That's just my sort of fanboyism there. But it's kind of interesting to see Tenchi in this film. We see this really great dynamic between Ryoko and Ayeka, who are kind of pretty much depressed most of the time, so sad. And then we have this really different tone where Tenchi's there, and at the start anyway, he's actually very happy with Haruna, and Haruna's very happy. But during the film, it kind of changes because Tenchi starts remembering the other universe, and the other universe starts falling apart a bit, or Haruna's worried that he's going to leave her, And it's actually kind of interesting because in this film there is no action, there's no fighting. Haruna isn't even really a villain. She's just lonely. I'm not going to spoil who she is exactly, but she's lonely. She's looking for companionship and has been longing for so long for someone that Tenchi is a person that she thinks will be able to keep her happy, because she's been looking and longing for someone, that Tenchi is that person that she wanted, or something that she saw within him that she wanted. And it's actually kind of sad seeing how she tries so hard to keep Tenchi there so that she doesn't disappear or doesn't live anymore, because when Tenchi's around, she pretty much is alive. I do like how we see her almost human side of the villain. She isn't even a villain. I don't like calling her a villain because she's just lonely. She's just looking for someone. And it's actually interesting because in Tenchi universe, they had a really great blend between, comedic storytelling and action, whereas here it is very drama focused, which I can understand why some fans may not like it as much, because there is no real action. In fact, it doesn't really end with any sort of action really. It's just pretty much a drama and a character study. Also, I must make a note on the music. The music is absolutely beautiful, and it helps to really enhance moments in the film. The music also even tells a story, particularly at the end. There is one piece of music which is called ending and beginning. That's the name of the song, which I'm actually using as the intro for this review and the outro of this review. It's a beautiful song, and if you actually listen to it and in time with the actual film itself, it actually tells a story. It is so beautifully written and so beautifully told, that story that the music's actually telling. A lot of this music is actually just sort of pianos. There's no really real lyrical songs. I think in the ending credits there is one. It's all just instrumental music, and it sounds so beautiful. It really enhances the scenes in this film. Now, if you see this film, you may actually realize that this film may remind you a lot of The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. In fact, I'll go as so far to say that I think that Tenchi Forever was the source of influence for The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, whether it be in the manga or in the anime movie itself. It truly is. If you watch these films together, side by side, it pretty much almost tells the exact same story. Maybe not exactly the same, but a lot of the elements are very similar. The fact that in Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, it's actually quite sad and depressing because Kion can't find Haruhi, and the sort of light of the all exciting sort of goofiness of the anime show isn't in here because of the fact that Haruhi is gone. Same within this film, with Tenchi gone, the sort of the comedic, over-the-top antics that happen in the show aren't present because Tenchi is no longer there, and now it's sinking in that about the whole thing of characters building their world around this particular person. Tenchi Forever is a very beautiful film, not just anime in general, just a beautiful film. It has changed tones from what the TV series was, but in a good way. It really is a fitting conclusion for the Tenchi Universe TV arc. It is a beautiful film. The story it tells, the characters have evolved to a point where we're like, oh my god, we actually went there. You know, it's very hard for me to review this film and just tell you how good it is. If you were like me and grew up with Tenchi Muyo during Toonami times, or you might have seen it yourself, seeing these characters grow in this way is unbelievable, because we've seen them be the sort of, the comedic couples or the comedic characters fighting over the attention of someone else, but seeing them grow and develop and go through so much emotional turmoil in this film is something completely different and completely unexpected. I'm having to guess that a lot of these elements were taken from the Tenchi in Tokyo TV show. I believe the Tenchi in Tokyo came out before this film. I think a lot of elements from that were taken into this film. It is such a beautiful film. The music helps to enhance the scenes. The quiet moments, it's not all the quiet moments just help enhance the sort of the despair and sadness that these two girls are going through. Ryoko and Ayeka's dynamics and their personalities are blending together. They're becoming friends. They're so different than they were in the TV show. It's so it's so weird and unique to see them in such a different light. There's a scene in the film where they're about to fight with each other, but then they stop and they start laughing. They're like, we haven't fought like that in a long time. It's so weird to see them like how they're so different now. They're such different characters. It is an absolutely beautiful film. I recommend it highly to any anime fan. If you have seen Tenchi Muyo, and you already have seen this, if you haven't seen Tenchi Muyo, I thoroughly encourage you to watch at the very least watch Tenchi Universe, the TV show. It's only like 26 episodes long. Watch that and then watch this film, and you'll feel so content. Basically, what I want to say is that this film concludes so well. I mean, I feel completely content that I feel that this is truly the end of this story arc. There is nothing more to be said, nothing more that can be done, and nothing more that can be seen. I am fully content with this ending, and I'm completely happy with it. Sure, it leaves it slightly ambiguous at the end, but honestly, with that, I feel completely content. It's like how I felt with the Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya. If you see that review, I said that this ending, I feel so content that I don't want anything else. And it's the same with Tenchi Forever. I am completely content. I don't want to see anything else. So, in conclusion, what score would I give it? I give it a 10 out of 10. I cannot give it anything less than that. If you have seen Tenchi Universe and are going on to watch this, you'll agree with me. It's a beautiful character study, a beautiful film, a beautiful drama. The music helps enhance it. It has such a great OST. The characters have really, truly evolved. It's a great character study of both Ayeka, Ryoko, and even to an extent Tenchi in a way. The villain in this film isn't really a villain. You can you can empathize and sympathize with her, what she wants from this. It's such a beautiful film, and I do implore you to go out and watch the show and to watch this movie. And I thank you all for listening. I know it's been a long time since I've done a review, and there's going to be a update video coming soon about the situation with Robert. It's going to be quite sad for me to do that video, but thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a very nice Valentine's Day. I hope you're spending it with someone you love, and thank you very much, and I hope to bring more reviews to you soon. Take care.